England's strongest man and Britain's strongest woman. The first time we've ever done a double header like this.
Here we go.
I'm coming for your top spot, Luke.
They've been calling you the future for about 7 years, Luke.
Paddy, your moustache is and I'm going to dust you.
Hey, look, coming to get you, man.
Donna Moore, I am coming for you, bitch.
Hope your lungs hold up, brother.
I think Paddy's got a very good chance, but I'll do everything I can to get in his way.
Hey, Paddy, I want to say thank you, but Daddy's home.
Bye, boys.
Donna Moore, I'm coming for you.
Rebecca, you got to watch your back because I'm not here to mess around. I'm here to win.
There's some serious points to prove this year.
Lightweight, baby.
Laura, I want to beat you.
I won't see you because you'll be behind me.
Claire Myler, I'm coming for your title. I am World's Strongest Master.
Andrea, you might be queen of the log press, but I'm queen of the dumbbells.
I just love strongman, yeah, it's cool.
A double header of action.
We're doing it in the same arena, same day.
The events, I really, really like them.
That's very heavy. That is the first thing that was in my mind when I saw this list of events.
They're all incredibly challenging.
I think I got my most points on the Atlas Stone run on the end.
I just want to get out there and do it.
I still get nervous.
And we have got a phenomenal lineup.
There's a lot of big names here.
The lineup is stacked.
World deadlift record holders, log deadlift record holders.
I would say it is the who's who of strongwoman right now.
I'm going to go and podium.
My main competition is probably going to be Rebecca Roberts.
Rebecca Roberts.
From Rebecca Roberts,
Like Rebecca Roberts.
You've got Rebecca Roberts, multiple time world's strongest woman.
who also happens to be Britain's strongest woman reigning.
Rebecca Roberts isn't going to give up her title easily at all. She will put up the fight of a lifetime.
Rebecca Roberts is 6'4". I'm a 6'2", 265-pound man, and she reaches down and gives me a little cuddle.
Rebecca Roberts is probably bigger than me, do you know what I mean? She's like 6'5", I think. Like Lucy Underdown, she's like a tank as well.
Rebecca, Lucy, Andrea were the top 3 last year.
I'm here to win Britain's Strongest Woman.
For me, Andrea Thompson has a particularly good competition, a very strong contender.
But Donna Moore is looking brilliant.
I do think I'll be fighting against Donna.
You've got Donna Moore, who's multiple time world's strongest woman.
We'll just watch her on that dumbbell.
Donna's really good at stones too. Laura Baxter's come up quite a way as well.
I'm 4-time Scotland's strongest woman, and I'm here to win Britain's strongest woman.
She surprised us all last year.
What is fun is the fact that we are at Britain's strongest woman still mixing some of the weight categories.
This show in itself is an opportunity for weight class sport to grow, even though it's not a weight class show. Rebecca Roberts, world's strongest woman in the open category. And then we've got Chloe Brennan, but they're in the same show today.
You've got Lucy Underdown, who was Europe's strongest woman last year.
And I'm here to win Britain's Strongest Woman.
And Lucy is absolutely my height and heavier, more powerfully built.
She's on fire at the moment.
And there are 13 men worthy of battling it.
Luke Richardson returning, bit of an injury, so I don't think he's going to do all the events.
Strong man or woman is inherently dangerous. There's no doubt about it.
He was called the future, a bit ominous really because he's had so many injuries.
My name is Luke Richardson, I've come here to not get injured today. And I think a couple of new faces that are actually going to cause a bit of a stir.
My name's Andrew Flynn.
We've not seen that much of Andrew from a sort of Giants Live perspective. I think Kane's going to win this weekend. We've got Kane Francis.
I think if I can put together a good day, I've got a very good chance.
We've got Paddy Hain. I think Paddy will do well.
And I've come to win England's strongest man at 2024.
And he's told me he's prioritised this show. Some big players here. We've got Mark Felix.
I'm 58 and I'm one of the world's strongest men.
He's old enough to be some of these guys' dads.
Well, I competed for England's strongest man in 2000. I think it's 2002, England's strongest man. First one. I remember Darren Sadler kicked my ass.
Darren Sadler, 4 times a World's Strongest Man competitor, World's Strongest Man winner, 105. How's all looking?
It looks great, yeah. The athletes are all excited. It's going to be a close one for sure. I don't think there's anyone that can win it easily, which is quite nice, really. So you're definitely in for a show.
Which one's the hardest? Probably the anvil?
Probably the anvil, yeah. But by the time they get to the tyre, they're going to be a lot more tired. Okay, fair enough, yes.
Excuse the pun.
It's hot, it's going to be fast paced.
Having both shows on the same day is actually quite good.
It's put on by Giants Live, who are the biggest promoters of strongman in the entire sport.
Everything that you'd expect from a Giants Live, miniaturised.
the men and the women are getting just as much exposure. There's no second chances in a live show. You've got to be out there, you've got to have your wits about you.
10+ hours, it's going to be frigging brutal. And particularly because it's really warm in there and I'm in a 3-piece suit. Tight-fitting 3-piece suit. When I bought it, wasn't tight-fitting.
It's going to be a challenge, it's going to be different, but we'll be up for it.
For people who haven't done a giant show before or who haven't done a fast-paced show, that comes as quite a shock.
No, I'm used to fast shows.
There's loads of calculations going on in my head, thinking about what is the potential.
I think it's a perfect opportunity.
Opening event,
Loading race, this kind of sets the precedent.
I think everyone can do this event, it's just how fast they can do it.
Really quite heavy. All the implements are heavier than me.
Tyre, a barrel, a sack and an anvil.
It's literally just another day on the farm clearing up, basically. So run around and clear up as much as you can.
I like to run, mainly without carrying the things.
Try not to drop anything.
Really excited on this event to see Laura Baxter.
Laura Baxter, she is quick.
I think this loading medley's got to be a bit more intense.
Never carried a tyre before, never done the anvil before.
The anvil is the same weight for both of them.
We are using the same anvil and it's big.
100 kilos is still 100 kilos, but it's the sheer size and bulk of it that makes it hard to pick up.
You know, how much does a washing machine weigh? Like, probably, I don't know, like 50 kilos maybe. So it's like slinging 2 washing machines up, and they're probably about as awkward to catch as a washing machine would be as well.
Even the top guys can fumble the anvil.
When you see little Chloe Brennan and all them lot picking that up, it's absolutely crazy.
And then the tyre at the end, you've got to carry that the whole distance, so 20 metres with that thing, and it's an awkward looking beast.
Lift it up forwards and spin it round and off we go, hopefully. That's it. Lift, spin, go.
Make sure you set all his implements out as you should, but I think the angle of the tyre as he approached it, just put him off, trying to pop that shoulder in, you know, it sets back a little bit.
So the tyre, I'm actually having to do a little bit differently to how most of the girls are going to do it. So I'm trying to get my head around it, but hopefully it'll work out.
Different technique adopted by Chloe Brennan. Absolutely awesome.
I'm just going to rip it and run.
Then we'll just have to go out and be as sprinty as possible.
The rule is everything has to go into the receptacle on the skip. The receptacle's a posh word. But the tyre, if it comes out this way, if it bounces over, we allow that.
We are underway, Richardson and Francis. Nothing to separate the men at this stage. We're on to the keg and both men again blisteringly quick. The adrenaline pumping. Who will finish fastest? Look at this. Full toe finish. Nothing to separate the lads at this stage. And you do feel that the tyre will decide as they hit the third implement there. Luke Richardson with a little stumble but regains himself and he hasn't lost much ground. On the way we go! Richardson! His hands off! Kane launches the tyre over the back. Richardson by a hair, I believe. We are underway, and both girls fast over the ground to the anvil. Look at the power from those ladies. Baxter straight in there, Nicola, and it's over to the tyre.
Laura, the winner of this event last year, the pressure is on, the standard has been set, but she is moving.
Baxter straight in there and Myla not far behind as Laura sprints up the course for the 100 kilo sack. This is the finish of a brutal and punishing event, and look at Baxter trying to keep it under control and solid, smooth. There it is! 37.76, and where does that put Laura?
5 seconds faster than anyone else.
That is where that puts Laura Baxter. Jeez, that was close. Did you see quite how close you were?
I've seen him overtake me at the quarter mile on the sandbag.
Yeah, Kane was very, very fast. It's good on loading when you have someone to kind of match you, pushes you, because by the end I got to that tyre, I was struggling a bit, to be honest. So.
How important is eating between events?
Very, especially getting energy back out with some carbon sugar.
Kane was very fast, I was very impressed with Kane.
Yeah, I think I'm third in that, so very good.
Laura Baxter, the Scot.
My strongest event in most of my competitions generally is a moving event.
She's put quite a bit of weight on, she's really gone for it.
but she still wins the opening event.
Maybe she's as good as the top 2 women and we had no idea.
Trying to help the competition run as smoothly as possible.
So far, everybody has been where they need to be. Yeah, it's the first time Giants have done 2 shows in a day.
Helping run a show is significantly more difficult, tiring, and exhausting, honestly. Yeah, anybody who's done both will definitely agree with me. Running a show is harder than competing.
I can have Chloe and Gemma, please. Chloe and Gemma. Thank you.
Dumbbell press 60 kilos for reps is heavy.
A couple of the girls weren't impressive, if I'm honest.
It's my favourite overhead event. I'm pretty certain it's only myself and Donna that can press the 60 kilo dumbbell.
There'll probably be a lot of split points.
1 rep on this event will actually be pretty decent points.
There's 90 kilos for the guys,
which they can pick up with 2 hands, but they must only press with 1.
It's a hard dumbbell to do.
The trick for me with the dumbbell is not to rush it.
Don't go like a bull in the china shop.
You can't really bully these things up.
It's a little bit awkward, it's really pretty.
And also a dumbbell's all about timing and speed, it's not just about strength.
If I had to have an overhead, I'd pick a dumbbell. It's my best event.
I know that I've got work to do.
Dumbbell, who's having it? I would love to beat Faye Pittman on the dumbbell. I still love you.
As a referee, we need to have the confidence that the athlete has that under control. I prefer it if they're staring me down, look at me right in the eye, then I know that the athlete has that thing under control and they're going to get the down signal.
David's awesome. He's like a mini-me.
There is the whistle and the first repetition, no problem, Evan.
Not a problem for either of these guys. Flynn's not even putting it down. Those first 2 reps were fast. He's not even putting the dumbbell down in between reps. They're matching now. This is gonna be exciting.
Very impressive effort there.
Unbelievable. They're still going.
Real technical masterclass.
Just matching them rep for rep. This is awesome.
Looking at the rep counter there, 5-5, Evan. The situation right now, and it's going to come down
No
to
signs of slowing down. I like it.
who has got that little bit of red line as we chase down Joe Oliver's total. And that's solid from Haynes over on the second attempt.
Will he get it?
Right on the whistle, Evan Singleton. Moore and Roberts, Donna nearest myself, Rebecca on the far side. Those balance issues a problem there, but yes, it's the down signal for Donna Moore.
The technique that we're seeing here from Donna is absolutely flawless. This is incredible. Good press there from Rebecca as well, gets the down signal. Another one from Donna.
And we saw this earlier today, that once an athlete finds that rhythm, as Rebecca goes for a touch and go on platform 2, and had to battle it, you find that they can stay in that rhythm, and hopefully the girls can do so. Donna trying to rack up those lifts, Nick. Yes, Donna Moore. This is solid performance, and there's the whistle.
William the Conqueror Rel and Andy Flynn. That's how you do it, right there.
Refereeing alongside Magnus with Magnuson is a treat, really. You know, he's become a great friend over the years. Taught me a lot about working together as a team, as a refereeing team, making sure that we are balanced and we referee equally as we can, platform to platform.
Deadlift for reps, 220
kilograms, very heavy for some.
And the guys have got a 350 kilo axle for reps.
This is an axle bar.
A lot more awkward and difficult than a standard deadlift.
They've made it heavy this year, which I really like.
There's no flex in the bar, it makes it a lot harder pulling off the ground.
Even though the deadlift is my best event, things can still go wrong. I hold a lot of pressure on my head. Everybody expects me to win.
Lucy, hands down, world record holder.
It's always going to be Lucy. Claire Myler's a really good deadlifter. People should be watching out for Claire Myler. Her deadlift's 300 kilo.
Claire Myler's pulled 300 kilos. Lucy has pulled 318. Rebecca's pulled 300 in training. So we've got some massive pullers. It'll be interesting to see how that transfers over to reps.
Luke not doing the deadlift does mix things up.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip the deadlift. I had my hamstring reattached to my body 5 months ago.
He's going to get a flat 0 there, so it helps everyone else.
Now Kane, as you say, one of those guys that's aggressive lifter and a real big max deadlifter, and he started like a rocket.
Paddy, I believe, if I remember correctly, won this event last year. It was only 320 kilos last year, which obviously this is a lot heavier, but he did win this event last year at England's Strongest Man. His improvement and how much he's come on over the last year or so. 3 reps of a 350 kilo deadlift so far is amazing.
So aggressive off the floor, and almost one of those athletes that trains the hitch. Every single repetition, he's hitting that hitch.
Yeah, I mean, Kane, like you said, he's super aggressive. He really attacks the bar, so it's always great to watch.
Can he pull one out of the fire now to take this event? He's on 6, he would love one more, and the clock against him, but he gets that almost to the knee, can't quite nail it. Max effort from Francis there. Gave us all a bit of a frightener. The first repetition from under down, and it is nonchalant, as is the second. Look at the pace with 220 kilograms from Lucy Underdown. And I'll tell you what, Laura Baxter is performing incredibly well over on platform number 2. But the metronome on 1, Underdown, is smashing through these repetitions with ridiculous, consummate ease. And she is sailing up that leaderboard. Here we go. Baxter still solid as Underdown hits double figures or thereabouts. Baxter just collecting herself, has 5 in the bag, would love one more. Underdown with another down signal there from Warner. Fighting against that lactic acid build-up is Laura Baxter there. And that is enough, and we'll get the check-in a moment. Underdown.
Laura Baxter got told a few times off a fella, just do it.
Quite disappointed, isn't it?
It's on an axle, very hard, very tough, but my favourite event.
And she will be going on to Las Vegas. Rebecca, hopefully too, and maybe 1 or 2 others who cut the standard to go on and try and pull, who knows, 750 pounds.
Rebecca Roberts went to the red line and beyond.
Never has there been more of a mind over matter test.
I think that people are just starting to work out that it's not just a grip event because it looks like it's a grip event. But when I made it, I tested it and I realised straight away it wasn't a grip event.
Put it this way, it's not my hands that give up on the wrecking ball, it's more my spine comes out my body, so.
Wrecking ball hold is quite the spectacle.
It's 220 kilos for the girls and 270 kilos for the guys.
How many Miley Cyruses does it take to make a wrecking ball?
Probably going to be the most competitive event of the entire day.
How to train it as much as I can because I keep breaking kit.
Built a setup at the farm, as you would expect with me.
And I stand on the fence post with like 300 kilos on it, and I'm 140, so that's 440 kilos on the fence post. I'm thinking, if this goes,
I just get 2 boxes. To be honest, they're harder than the wrecking ball.
You're standing there with 270 kilos on a chain.
Lucy and Becca have obviously got massive times in this.
I've seen Donna show immense amount of grit and determination, and she's not a quitter.
It feels like your traps are going to rip off. It feels like your spine's going to come out of your hole.
I don't think anyone will break the world record. I don't actually think anyone will get close.
It's not very pleasant, but I kind of like it.
And we are underway. And we have 2 of the best grips in the business right here, men and women included.
Both just zoning out, focusing on what they need to do.
What do you think about in these moments, Lawrence?
Just try and take your mind elsewhere to start with, and all I ever was doing was counting in my head, trying to count slowly so that when the time's called out, you're like, oh, that's a nice surprise.
Well, we're well past 30 seconds, heading towards 40 seconds already. So we are just about at the halfway point if they're going to be close to our top women.
Both looking very, very focused. Rebecca is incredible at these kind of events. Lucy looking across there, confident look on her face.
Lucy That was a heck of a look, wasn't it? She looks really solid. Rebecca's just let it slip a little bit, but holding strong.
Over a minute now, keep going. Come on.
Rebecca's still fighting this. Oh my goodness me.
Rebecca gone all into the quads there and in the hands.
Well, 1 minute 20's come and gone. My goodness me.
Both of them have broken the lead so far. Who wants it the most? Lucy takes the win.
Did she get the win there, Darren Sadler? Who was the winner? Lucy just.
Deadlift for reps and then having to hold that is awful. Darren Sadler, you are horrible.
Mark's got to be up there for winning it, but then you've got Paddy. Paddy's got a monster grip.
Paddy Haynes did inquire if there was a bit of bonus money on the wrecking ball, so he's obviously feeling quite confident to ask.
Ooh, little step there from Paddy, but it's almost still. He did very well there to pull it back under control. And still wrestling it a little bit.
Quite where he wants to be, but he's fighting. And Kane looks locked in.
Wow, who do you think is going to win this one? Kane Francis? Paddy Hayes? Hey, wow, it's a bit of a mixed reception
30 seconds, guys, come on, you got to keep digging deep. We need to work. The earlier athletes have set some incredible times today. Almost every athlete going over a minute so far today.
275 kilos, it's like trying to hold a giant Harley Davidson dangling between your legs.
Now the pain's coming, we're seeing it on both athletes' faces. Kane starting to struggle, losing his balance, but he's still holding this.
We are coming up to 1 minute, it's come and gone. Kane Francis fights on, digging in. How much does he want it? That's the question. Paddy still holding.
Coming up to 110.
1 minute and 15 seconds, comes and goes. Oh, he hits the ground. Francis is down. Paddy Hayes continues.
120, keep going, Paddy. Dig deep. Dig deep. He wants it, guys.
We can't hear you.
Come on. That's 130. You're getting close.
Oh!
Come on, Paddy.
He's gone past
Keep
it.
going. Keep going.
Well, it was about 1 minute 41. We'll have to wait and see. That was unofficial. Let's have a look. Wait for the official time, please. Here we go. There's much discussion here to make sure. Let's just give Ben a second. Ben, could we please have the time of Paddy?
1 minute 41.12.
Rebecca Roberts almost passed out in the hold.
Almost like folded up and was hanging on for dear life. So the weight was resting on her legs, which is in the rubles. It's all fine, you just got to keep it up there.
Just watching these women just motivates you. I have to train to stay stronger than these women.
Yeah, it's all right, that. I had a blast.
That was so good to watch. And obviously the likes of Lucy and Rebecca are two of the best in the world right now. There's no question about that.
That weight wasn't far off what the men did, and it was 90 seconds of holding it.
They both tried very, very hard and obviously got first and second, and it was well deserved.
And talking of pure grit, Donna Moore on that wrecking ball, forgetting to do her belt up.
When you think strongman, you think Atlas Stain.
4.5 point lead over Kane. I know Kane's a good stone lifter.
The other guys are going to be blowing. I'm hoping to be as fit as a fiddle by the time that event comes round and put a good sub 20-second run in.
So it's just a case of being methodical, not slipping, making sure I get each stone and Bob Drunkle.
Mark had retired from Worlds. He'd retired from Giants Live, Britain's Strongest Mans and Internationals. But somehow I always thought Mark would come along to England's Strongest Man and really anything else we did at that level forevermore, because he's good enough.
My last England's Strongest Man.
You know what? Say it ain't so. What? This is it?
Yes, this will be my last England's Strongest Man.
then we're coming to your house to see you. You serious? Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an emotional moment here for everybody at the York Barbican as you are seeing a true strength legend, Mark Felix, competing his last ever England's Strongest Man here at the age of 58. And what an unbelievable career this man has had, the moments that he has given us all as fans of Strengthport. And even now, at the age of 58, you can see what an absolute one-off, what an outlier this man is. A phenomenal athlete and someone that we are very, very proud of.
I must admit, it slightly hit me. I probably wasn't a very good interviewer at the time because I just didn't want to hear it.
Oh, Mark, you can't help but just love him.
But I'll say this, Mark Felix, and I mean it. This is a family, and Mark Felix is welcome. Not just at any company. I mean, Mark is welcome in my house anytime he wants. Mark is, when I say Mark's my hero, he is, because he stands for everything good in life.
I grew up watching Mark. I've had the pleasure of competing against Mark at pretty much every comp at every level. He's just a cool guy.
And for me, Mark Felix is the ultimate man.
Down to the first stone, and once again Kane Francis shows that explosivity, and he hits 3 in a phenomenal pace. But Flynn on his heels, and it's how you finish that will be key. As Francis goes 180, a ton, so he's back in it. Wow, my God, separate that one. Wow, 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 that was close.
Are you kidding me? Pick that one.
Had to go back again to the cameras.
And no one really knew who'd won.
Luke, did you think you had it?
I don't have a clue.
Here we go. Focus on the big screens, ladies and gents.
All right.
Slowed down for you now. Richardson and Haynes. There it goes. Hands up.
Ooh. Could we slow that down, please? Could we slow it down even more? That was just, yes, Paddy. By a whisker. I can tell you that the scores are so close, they are going through them all again and checking them. So just give us a minute.
I don't mind waiting, but because when the event's done, it's all done, you can't control it.
Find out who is England's Strongest Man 2024. Let's show us the scores, guys, if they're ready.
I was 4.5 points clear, so if Kane got 5 people in between me and him, that was enough for him to beat me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kane Francis! Our England's Strongest Man 2024. From Weymouth, Kane Francis!
You had people who came in here as touted favourites. Paddy Haynes was a great example.
And in third, Mr. Paddy Haynes.
Paddy, what a comeback.
He started some events so poorly, made slight errors that cost him dearly, and yet never did his head drop.
He's like a new version of Mitch Hooper. You know, he moves so well, he's like got this spring in his step. He's fit as a fiddle.
Paddy got it just before Luke, which was a shame for Luke, because if he hadn't beat Paddy, then that would have been him on the podium. You know, taking nothing away from Paddy, but that would have been an incredible achievement for Luke to have made the podium only doing 4 events.
You know, I'm going to keep coming back.
In the silver medal position, Andrew Flynn, after a valiant effort.
You saw the consistency of Andrew Flynn, who is another really talented guy who's just starting to find his feet in this sport.
And he hasn't sort of failed to impress.
The new England's Strongest Man, Kane Francis!
Well done, Kane. Felt he deserved. He really put in a decent shift today.
Getting to come to these shows and compete is something that I always had as an end goal. I've only been in the sport for 2.5 years, and to be competing at this level is something I'm very proud of.
The Hurricane. Well, he blew through York today and he made history in this historic town.
Usually we'd be loading onto a platform, but no.
Having the run in makes it different.
Never had to run in with them, never had to load them over a yoke.
Tonight they were loading 140 stones.
Very light to very heavy very quickly.
140 stone for a guy is pretty heavy. The train's hard. And some of these girls were throwing it over like it was nothing.
If there's no mistakes made, then Rebecca should get it. Then I think Lucy should get it.
Laura Baxter is going to be a surprise package overall, to be fair, but in the stones, she's Scottish. The Scottish love their stones.
And Nicola, I love you dearly. I think you're great at stones. But I'm coming. Watch it, gal.
We are on the way, ladies and gents, and both girls attack the first one. Under down, slightly ahead. We've seen that before. It doesn't necessarily matter. But right now, under down has a nose in front, and she is on to the third stone. One more to go as Rebecca Roberts hits that, and it's Lucy! And with the win.
Girls put on the show of a lifetime. It was unbelievable.
The girls really get into it. Every one of them's absolutely buzzing.
We saw the pain and the glory up close and personal.
I can't put into words really how it makes me feel.
Andrea Thompson, Donna Moore, still torchbearers.
Those girls coming in and to have the platform that we've fought so hard to get, that means a lot to me. And I'm really pleased to still be here, to still be waving my flag.
We saw the bounce and the bubble and the energy come from the likes of Chloe Brennan, Naomi Hadley. We had the hard edge from Katie Smith, from Laura Baxter.
Katie and Laura are so disappointed with themselves today, and they've got absolutely no reason to. They are phenomenal.
And then we had those two superstar athletes.
They're inspiring in so many ways.
And tonight, Lucy Underdown was an unstoppable force of nature.
I didn't have anybody that looked like me to look up to when I was younger, and I hope we can really inspire the future, and Giants is a huge, huge part of that.
Strongman at the top level is a very professional sport now, and that's the truth of it. While as the women's today had an amateur esprit de corps about it, where they all still very much loved what they did.
Giants and official strongman have been a massive, massive factor.
Nothing like it on this planet, how they run a show. It's like the creme de la creme.
You work hard and you want it, then this could be you doing this.
If you're a weight class athlete and you're watching this thinking, oh, I'd love to be there, well, you can be there. And that goes for the men as well. You only have to do one online qualifier, one in-person show, and you're at Giants Live.
Topless, not topless.
Great day. It's been a great day.
Coming for you,
Maybe we do another one that doesn't include the web.
Now I'm going to say it.
All girls, they like.
Strongest Woman 2000. Oh my God, it was so close.
Oh, and there were flashes of light.
2000. Oh, I was on the right track on 2024.
We've got some insane deadlifters.
Yeah.
So we have.
Becca, I hope your hands fall off.
So do I have to say?
Coming second in that to Laura Baxter. She was. Laura Baxter was phenomenal in event one.
England's strongest man, and then I was doing well then, wasn't I?
That's the bet I'm going to put at the end.
No, don't do it. Don't use me at the end.